What's with the newest mechanic Saddle? Is it any good? Well, we'll find out just that in today's video. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. I truly appreciate it. Hello, Good Game here. Pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video. Make sure to slam that thumbs up. We're going to break down in depth a Dimir Saddle list, discussing both the strategies as well as synergies, giving you a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, we will demonstrate against the best decks as well as players in-game via our Mythic ranked gameplay footage. Finally, concluding with our thoughts on the deck. How did it perform? How can we improve it? And any channel news that I happen to have. Again, thank you all so much. Leave a like, drop a comment, of course, subscribe for future content. And if you ever want to jump by and introduce yourself, the community Discord is open via the Linktree link in the description below. Cheers. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Dimir Saddle is the name of the game. And I was a little bit nervous about this mechanic when I first seen it, but this deck is giving me hope with some unexpected cards as well. If you're unfamiliar, what we're doing within this deck is casting Breach the Multiverse on turn 3. What? Yeah, okay, so let's get into it. I know it's a mount deck, but that's why we're playing the mount deck, okay? That's what we're building around in the general go-to of the build. Now, how will we accomplish this? It's going to be the Archmage's Newt for 2 mana as a 2/2, and whenever the Newt deals combat damage to a player, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard will gain flashback until the end of turn. The flashback cost will equal its mana value. However, it will gain flashback 0 until the end of turn if you've saddled the Newt instead. Oh my gosh, so saddle for 3 is no problem. We need it to be in our grave. Well, that's going to set us up for an Overwhelmed Archivist. 3 mana, 3 power, 2 toughness, allowing us to saddle with that 3 power. And when it enters the battlefield, draw a card and then discard a card. This will allow us to dump our Breach the Multiverse to our graveyard, allowing us to now cast it for free with the Newt since we've saddled the Overwhelmed Archivist. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you are on the play, that's going to be GG's as far as I'm concerned. If you're unfamiliar, the Breach, typically for 7 mana at sorcery speed, will mill each player for 10 cards, and then for each player, choose a creature or planeswalker in their graveyard, put those cards into the battlefield under your control, and then each creature you control will become a Phyrexian in addition to its other types, which isn't super relevant. It's just the ability to play 2 permanents with 1 card, and if you get lucky, those permanents are of high value. Okay. In our build, we're going to look for Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator, alongside Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Of course, anything else is cool beans as well. And of course, our opponent's probably going to have some goodies for us also, which is pretty cool, okay? We can also crew the Gix for a draw, right? Whenever a creature we control deals combat damage, we're going to have the chance to pay 1 life if we do draw, which is nice, and that 3 power on 3 is really good for the saddle. I know I said crew, but it's a saddle. And the consistency here is nice while still supplying value, right? It can tap, and then that draw ability is still active, which is nice. So that's the Newt and how we're going to get the value from there, right? We also have the Caustic Bronco for 2 power, 2 toughness. When it attacks, reveal the top card of your library, put it into your hand. That's just straight up draw, and you're going to lose life equal to its mana value if it's not saddled. If you've saddled it, your opponent's going to lose that much life instead. And, we've got a really mid-range deck with an average at 3.2 that can, set us up for a draw potentially of Breach the Multiverse. 7 damage to our opponent. Yes, 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 yes. That is the bee's knees. At the end of the day, just focus on the draw. It's okay to pay life. If you crew it and get additional damage, that's going to be awesome as well. But it's the card advantage through the draw that's nice. It's the card advantage through the double cast that's nice. Again, you do not have to saddle the Newt. You can just attack, deal combat damage, and pay for that spell again through its mana value, right? If it's a cut down, if it's a triumph, right? Something that we can afford to pay for. Of course, we can also saddle it to cast the more expensive cards from our graveyard. So utilizing both the cheap as well as the expensive spells from our grave, not always needing to saddle the Newt depending on what we're looking for, okay? The Bronco, like I said, is going to draw and potentially deal damage to our opponent, if not to ourselves. This is fully mitigated through Ashiok. If you would pay life while it's while your library, has that many cards in it, instead you'll exile that many cards from the top of your library instead. So instead of paying life, we're going to exile cards from our library. That's no problem. A little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, it is far better than paying life. So it's the Bronco ability. It is also Bitter Triumph as an additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card, or pay 3 life. We are mitigating both of these downsides. The discard via the Newt, recasting from the grave. Also via Step Between Worlds through the reshuffling of our grave into library, right? So gaining that card that we've discarded back, whether we're casting it or putting it back into our library, it's not really too much of a problem, okay? And of course, if we're going to pay 3 life, that as well can be mitigated through Ashiok. So very nice removal for the deck. On that note, we'll have 4 copies of Cut Down as well, destroying target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. Using Tiny Bones because it's gas for 1 mana as a 1/1 with Death Touch quasi removal. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may cast a target non-land permanent card from their graveyard and spend mana as though it were any mana to cast that spell. It's very good. We are forcing them to mill with Breach, which fills their graveyard for Tiny Bones. We have removal to remove their goodies, which will allow Tiny Bones to access those cards as well, which is really groovy. And that's the deck. Step Between Worlds. Each player shuffles their hand into their graveyard. Their hand and library. Into hand and graveyard into their library. Oh my gosh. And each player who does, you get to choose to do this, we'll draw 7 cards, and then we exile it. We can plot it for 6, which is great. If your opponent's not paying attention, you can deal a bunch of damage to them from Sheoldred as they choose to draw. But there's a good chance that they will pay attention, and you're just going to capitalize yourself on the life gain from Sheoldred. You're also mitigating the mill from Breach, as Jace is a common card that you see played. So that's fantastic. Of course, you put them in a position to either self-mill with Breach, as you're casting it multiple times from your hand, and then from your graveyard sometimes, twice a turn potentially, as well as not milling yourself, right? So it may come to a point where it's either, okay, I get milled out, I don't have anything left, or I'm forced to shuffle back in, take the damage, and die to Sheoldred, right? So it's a rock and a hard place type scenario here with Breach, Step, and Sheoldred. You could use Jace if you want, but I have no need. Okay, that is the deck. I hope you enjoy. We have the river, the sewers, the marsh, and the reef, as well as the mire and the city, with some mountains, swamps, and islands. Oh my gosh, I should go eat some dinner. It's been a long day. Anywho, Dimir Saddle, I hope you enjoy. I hope to showcase for you the Newt and the Bronco, really getting the most out of them. They both work really nicely with the Breach, as it is a 7 mana powerhouse. Cheers. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a magical day. Going first. Enjoying the hand for the most part. River on 1. We should try to Newt. I think. You could potentially double remove. And that may be better than the draw. Swift Spears a go. Do they dunk on our Newt is the thing? Most likely. And removal bait. Oh, Greedy Guts. Demonic Ruckus. I'm just going to take it. I understand we could get additional value, but they could also save it through the prowess. Making so I can't remove it, right? Just going to take a bit of damage. There's no need for the second cast here. It's chillin'. Two 2s are not great against red. Easy to remove. You really need something with like 4 or 5 toughness. Codebreaker with the Ruckus, I'd assume. Do they have a land as well? No, it doesn't look like it. Big hit. Should we trade here? We can easily kill this with a cut down. This goes... It's a 2-1. So 3, 4, 5. We could still kill that. So I guess we block that. Or we straight up just leave it. I think we take it. Sucks. I'm not a fan. Land out. We can cast this from the grave. So it's like it gigs out. Well, I'm actually going to do this. I don't want to pay life. Okay. We get a free cast. It's only saving 1 mana, but that lets us hold up cut down, which is a big deal. Something like this. Yes. Ooh. Got a whole little hatchery over there, don't you? More Ruckus. What good is your Ruckus without any creature? Bring the Ruckus. I love that. Not paying life for it now because we got the forest, which is great. Hit him with the hammer. I'll draw. We have 8 damage in play. Oh, maybe I should not have paid life. What are these other 2 cards I have in hand? Oh, no. So we're hit for 3, 4. I think we've got another cut downing. No, we don't. Well, we have that. We've got that, homie. Actually, I'm going to save that. Play the Bronco. And hit 4, 5. Playing a little catch up here. Ending turn, we have a block. We have lethal. And we have removal. Let's see what you've got, homie. There's a snores in the hospital. Six life. One card. I think this is looking pretty good. Bully. Down to 3. Could be enough for them. They could still, with this draw, get a lightning strike. And of course they do. They're laughing at the top of their lungs. Let's surveil. Big money, no whammies. That's 5 damage there. They have removal? Why wouldn't it hit us? Because it's only 2 damage. It's 2 damage, not 3. Oh my god. Okay. Haste attacker should only hit for 2 unless they get really lucky. And they forfeited the scry with the creature. They don't get it. We get the win. That is that's a close match. Mono red. Why? Going first. Broncos here. I like it. I'm a big fan of the Bronx. Ooh. Okay. Hopefully we can find something to saddle it. If not, you know, I don't mind the draw. Really, at whatever the cost happens to be, it's fine. It's going to be okay. Not bad. Not bad. Some land. Is it a saga to play multiple lands or something? Okay. That's a 4/5 I can get behind. Let's kill this. That's going to open up the draw. Without recourse. Removal. Not terrible. Losing 1 life. Fine. Pay 1 life for a cut down? Yeah. 10 times out of 10, I'll take that. Well, 9 out of 10. I'm sure there's some specific scenario in which I don't. But most times, oh, absolutely. I mean, what else would we be playing? Big money, no whammies. A land. A tapped land, too. I need an untapped land for the Worlds. Which probably would be lethal. Unless they wipe the field here. Which they can definitely do. Definitely, Dougie. Question is, will they? Don't take the snores. Oh, they do take my snores. No. That gives us a second chance at the untapped land. That's why we're so sad. Right? Nice. Up to 17. So that will, 18 there. Wow. That escapes us. They're not going to be pleased. I think it's worth it. It's so much life gain for us. I guess they can decline as well. It's a May. I'm going to take action. 7 cards is better than 4. They do not. This way we still get a bunch of life gain, taking us out of range from a fireball. And we get some goodies. Right, nice card advantage as well. They kind of play a combo deck, which could be tough to beat. So much land. They have 60 some cards in their deck still, which is crazy. But if they keep casting these rages, how are they going to win? Oh, I'm sure they have a way. They only need 1, and if there's 4, you know, right? It's fine. Hopefully it's not a field wipe. Oh my, removal. Settle down. In your own time. The blue simming tortoise. Oh, the Doppel. They can just copy our stuff. Brutal. That's not going to be good. This will be quite nice for them as well. If they want to solve the crime, they can. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Should we do it before the mill hits? Yep. They're going to sack it. But then it's like, it's less this way. It is what it is. Oh. Interesting. And they still have enough mana to do it. Wow. That's impressive. Nice. I don't really mind paying life. Just take a draw. ×2. There's nothing I want to cast. I will cast this and could potentially double cast it. Wouldn't be bad. Certainly mill through their pile. You know. As long as there's not a field wipe here, which I fear there is. Which I guess Breach will help us rebuild from. It just won't be a double cast. Yeah, I mean that's a thing you can do for sure. This is gonna get out of control. They have 1 billion mana. Joda in the house. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? What is happening there? All right, big money, no whammies. Let's go. I'll take a Joda. Opponent's graveyard. Thank you very much. Your graveyard. Thank you very much. Saddle Jody. Jody Foster. Take a Whambonis. And I'm going to recast my Breach-a-roni for 0. I'm also going to draw 3. And gain all of the life. Oh, yes. Oh! But wait, there's more. Well, what do you have? That's not funny. I mean, I'll take another Newt. Well, I take Tiny. He's cute. And he's a legendary for Jody Foster. You. Land is pretty cool, I guess. Oh, you're great. Oh, hello. Atraxa, you gotta get out of here. I told you. Land, cut down, and a Praetor. I guess. I don't really care. This seems fine. They definitely need a field wipe or to win the game, which they can. They could hit us for a gabillion. This is what the deck does. We only have 29. That's a pretty cool turn. We got them down to 2, which is impressive. Considering how much life they had. Oh! What an absolute comeback. I don't know how we got that. Dang. All right. Opponent going first. Let's keep 7. We have removal. We can build to 5 and 7. Hit the bat. They still get knowledge of our hand, which is always good. That's going to be our little secret for next turn. I might keep that secret to myself, though. Death Touch, holy. I wonder if this will work out. Just be a reckless attacker and also don't remove my creature or play any other blockers. Duress. Well, I guess we're just cutting out the middleman. No, they should take Ashiok, right? That would be the better play. Unless they exile it from our grave. Commit a crime. Menace, lifelink, end of turn. Oh, there's no way they don't attack. That's 5 damage. For our pleasure as well. I almost feel bad. Maybe they have removal. And we don't get to do it. It looks like it's going to go through. Thank you. So this is a 0 mana turn 3 Breach. In which we will also draw Sheoldred. Oh my gosh. We're going straight to London. Opponent's graveyard has a Sheoldred for us. And we will take the Archivist, I guess. And then we get to draw, trigger Sheoldred. Discard discard. The Reef is too good. Let's toss this. The other Archivist. Good game, homie. Sorry, I mean, there's like a couple decisions to make, right? All right, you go first. Thank you kindly. Tinny tin tins. Renny tin tin tin. Tinny tin 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 tin. Get out there, bud. Probably reefing on two. The Reefer. Let's see where we get to. And then Gix on 3. Great. Removal up here. Don't remove me, though. You are a freaking bully, bro. It happens. I'm going to slow roll, holding up, cut down, because, you know, some of these enchantment creatures stack quick. So we have to take them right away. Where's my camera? How long have I been invisible? Where? I don't know. I don't understand. I'm here now, though. I can't maybe just mash the buttons when I press record. You're tapped out. We get a draw, which is great. Hopefully it's our 5th land for Ashiok. Nothing of theirs to cast. You're actually pretty good. We still have removal active. Such a mid-range friendly deck. Oh yeah, no, I'll be taking that immediately. Unless you play Calyx. Nope. Goodbye. I mean, you can still play Calyx, but you're not going to get the double reduction. Five in hand. No play. All right, let's grab a land. I hope. To remove them both a little aggressive. Blocking Tinny. I mean, Death Touch, right? Stops the draw, though, too. Newt is a go. Cut down is in grave. Breach in hand if we can discard. Oh! Hello! Five mana. No triggering. What do? Look for removal. Or stack blockers. Well, maybe not terrible. Oh, please do not ossify me. Oh, the Virtue's good, though. With a draw. Oh, they're pretty mid-rangey, too. With the... Why didn't they attack, though? I hate that you're tapped. I'm going to look for an untapped land. Take us to 6. Might be better off to play the Bronco. I'm going to need another untapped land next turn. That's going to push up the Snorses. Okay. That vigilance is really, really good. We can kind of chump block. The draw here is so freaking good, dude. Double draw. Wow. That's a thick hand. Probably has 3 ossifications. Cycling for 3. Wow. Good for us. That's so lucky. They could definitely attack. Chump block. I don't think it overexposes them at all. Yep. It's not ideal, but whatever. That's not ideal either. We could almost take lethal. We're so close to lethal. It would be lethal on their upkeep. We have lethal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that with the draw of Sheoldred into hand and the plot, we're good to go. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's clutch! Unless I have instant speed removal in hand after this. Oh, they're not impressed. The life gains a ton of sustainability for us. Holy shoulder triggers, Batman. 14 of them. Let's make some tokens. And then I'm done. No attack, will defend. And turn, we should win here unless it's instant speed removal. It is a leyline binding, ladies and gentlemen. But they draw off the beanstalk. Oh no. The beanstalk gets them in the end. Oh my gosh. And it's their double draws too, right? Except for the Hellish Norn. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Wow. Going first. You know, it's not terrible. Hopefully we find some good draws. I might use this to find one of our saddle creatures. Whatever. I'd rather kill the bat, which I am assuming is going to be played next turn. So we're chilling. And if they're going to explore, then we can take it from underneath as well. Yep. And then there's no explore. And they've spent mana on it. They have the land anyways. We find our horse. It's in play. Then we can saddle. I wish it was the... what's it called? The salamander, bro. Let's see what we find. I don't really want to throw our land. Oh, additional removal? Aggressive. Be aggressive. Waste your removal. Actually, no, they got the snore, so that's not wasted. 3, 4, 5. In all honesty, at this point, because we get to recast them from the grave, right? So those are good cards to us. That's a good card to us. We're just chilling. Pretending I'm a mid-range deck at this point. Oh, you're good. You're a good card, bro. The menace really sucks. just gonna draw. I like Sheoldred. Usually I get that with the Breach, but 3 cards in hand. Ashiok's just gonna die. They also have the Reef. And 2 Myrixes. That's good. I'd assume they just hit it for 3. That's gonna give me a second draw. Hopefully our 6th land. Don't shoot there, huh? Hitting it for 3. Yep. Only 1 blew up after their turn ends. Oh. Lame. Well, I guess I know what card I'll be casting. Sick, bro. I don't want to do that for them, though. It's annoying. Paying 6 life here. Can't tell me what to do. Oh, we're not paying any life because Ashiok's in play. You can't tell me what to do. That's freaking gold, bro. How much mana value do we get? 3, not our Newts, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. And they take our card, too. Bully. I kind of need that. That's fairly important to me. Ashiok lives, though. That's important. Not having to pay that 6 life is also fairly gas. Like, 6 life is substantial, right? So, getting away from that's pretty cool. Siren is a goo. Pushing up the bat. Oh, that's a good card. Let's see what we can get.
So much drama from which to choose.
The mana value is so sick on those. Oh, we gotta go in the air if we want to block. They're both in the air. That's not a double drop. This is going to force a block, though. And if we do that, it's going to be even better. Big money? Kind of? Just take it. Thank you very much, bruh. And, oh, another draw, you say? Thank you kindly. And, of course, we are paying life, which sends a card into exile with Ashiok there. They're going to draw as well. And they're gonzo. Somehow we pulled that off. I don't even know. On the draw. Not a terrible hand. It's a little slow. Opponent's going first. I'm going to keep. The surveils can really help find the specific cards we're looking for. Just get that in the grave, I guess. Looking for Snorsadelphia. Lands aren't terrible. It can go. Specifically off the start. Hello, good game. I understand. Sometimes things take thought, though. Just building in, I guess, to Ashiok for 5. Not really revealing ourselves too much. The Pixie does almost nothing. Bouncing that back for another discard. I guess that's actually really good. I'm not used to the Pixie being effective in any shape or form. There it is. A little slow here, right? They probably have removal. Wait and double drop on 4 probably is better. But I don't want to discard Ashiok, nor do I want to discard the land. Let's just chill out. Maybe they don't deal with it, right? I'm sure they do, but we'll see. Hit for 2, that's fine. Farmhand grabs a land, not bad by any means. And I think they can play that land this turn. Up to 2. No removal, that's nice. Let's first attack. Take 3. Play Shelly. I want to use it as a defender, so I'm not going to saddle it. Oh, okay, that can kill Shelly. Why not sack the Nightmare? Suspect. Let's see what we get. 2 extra damage. And the draw. Which is great. Miner's cool, but not relevant this turn. Wow, you say that. Okay, that's really cool. They actually just get to put it right back into play. Well, it's not terrible by any means. Yeah, shove to 1, best case. Yeah. That's actually very good. The Pixie bouncing this is gas. This could be a really good free-to-play deck. And have we seen anything not free-to-play here? This is a free-to-play deck. That's like killing me. It's nice to see. It happens, you know? I guess I should kill the flyers, but we can block them too. We have to race at a certain point. Looks like we will lose that race, but we'll see. Maybe we get lucky. Those pixies actually gas. Just 1 mana. Take 2. Down to 3. Hit for 3 to 6. Scryadelphia. That's fine. We just magically need some more damage here. Oh. Well, that's not free to play. Actually, I think it is because you just get it, but it gets us. Oh my gosh. Not terrible. Potentially too much removal in the deck. 7 removal spells is no joke. It's a pretty aggressive meta, however, right? I love Tiny Bones. It really adds the additional value to a deck that already generates quite a bit, allowing you to play your opponent's strategy. And Breach the Multiverse really helps accent that, both the alpha and the omega. Tiny Bones for 1, Breach for 7, both working together so nicely with the mounts in between. The draw discard helping us get the spells where we need them to be. Just the draw here through Gix is fantastic. That all works very nicely on top of Sheoldred, allowing you to stay alive long enough so you can start double casting and triple casting your multiverse once from your hand, and then again on hopefully the same turn from your grave with the Newt. Cheers. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a magical day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next.